Hi everyone, comic book reviewer here. This time reviewing on the film Bratz the Movie. Now, as you know, Bratz the Movie is a 2007 comedy film that was meant to be based on the popular toy series Bratz from 2001. So keep in mind, as with Bratz was at its peak, it eventually got its own live-action movie. I remember watching it once or twice on Sky Movies and totally forgotten about it. But I think after looking on eBay and getting a DVD copy for about £1.50, I decided to kind of give the film a go. And after watching it, I can kind of see what it's trying to do. Go back on the old high school tropes, kind of joking with it, and kind of seeing how, when you kind of have to deal with a dominant force. So the premise of the film is meant to follow four teenage friends, Chloe, Yasmin, Sasha and Jade, who are about to start high school. We kind of see how, the controlling and manipulative student body president, Meredith, pretty much puts them in their own little cliques. And I would say Meredith is kind of like this tyrant. Like, she kind of expects the school to be what she wants and puts people in the sort of categories, kind of like separating people from what they really want to be. And we kind of see how 2 years later, we kind of see how the Bratz have gone their own way, and we kind of see how one incident kind of brings them together and realise what they could have missed. And throughout the film, we do kind of see how Chloe, Yasmin, Sasha and Jade try to help people see that Meredith is completely in the wrong, and we see how Meredith does everything in her power to kind of keep things the way she wants. And I can kind of see where the film is joking with the whole school tropes, like having the sort of controlling popular girl, kind of having the friends band together to take down the bigger threat. And I think, for the most part, there are moments where I think the Bratz film does have moments where it hit close to home. Like, having Yasmin have a younger brother who tries to act cool when he's not. Or you have a mum like Chloe who's trying to hold down a steady job to support their kid. And I think they really do hit those levels quite well. I think the problem is, I can see where they were going with Cameron's character in this version, trying to make him more like a sort of elite to Meredith, but you can kind of tell Cameron does show signs that he is getting annoyed with Meredith's controlling behaviour. Not massively annoyed, more like, I can't believe you're doing this annoyed. And the way I do kind of see where they were going with Dylan's character is having him kind of be deaf, but at the same time trying to still find his passion in music. I think the problem that the film does have is not knowing how it's going to try to handle the story. It feels like, it's got the friends banding together, but not really properly taking down the bigger threat. And I think what the film is trying to do is go with the message that you don't need to belong into another group of people. Sometimes true friendship is getting to know people, understanding your interests and dislikes, and seeing if you like each other. I can kind of see where Velma was trying to do the same thing, trying to go with the overused tropes in media, and also kind of, what I would say, trying to be like its own version of Riverdale that kind of failed badly. I can see where Bratz is meant to be like a parody a bit on the whole high school film tropes. And I think, it's not a perfect film. I can kind of see where it became kind of a commercial failure, and it was just kind of clear the film should have been a direct-to-video release. It really did seem like this. But I think, while not the greatest film, I think it still deserves thumbs in the middle. Well, it's not as bad as what I think it is. It at least got the characters to what they're meant to be. Chloe kind of a klutz a bit. Also, Yasmin still kind of being the sort of open-minded one. Kind of seeing like Sasha still being the tough girl, and still seeing Jade try to be kind of the nerdy but kind of girl with her own taste for fashion. But I still think it's an okay-ish film. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.